Welcome everyone to Headline News and the High Priestess. I wanted to present this new offering, and I'm going to try to do it weekly, where today's headline meets ancient wisdom through the cards, through tarot. I wanted to help clear away some of the noise, take some of the top headlines shaping our headline news, shaping our world, and I wanted to explore what tarot archetypes and energies are really moving beneath them all. Again, my name is Ingrid, if you are new to my channel, and in the next couple of minutes, we're going to ground the day's most important stories, and draw some sort of wisdom from the cards. And I wanted to focus on the Epstein files. I want to share also a story. Back in the early 1990s, when I was graduated from college, my thesis was on war, politics, and children. And in specifically children being removed from war-torn areas through the aid of international bodies, United Nations, UNICEF, and also governmental bodies. And in my research, I was speaking to other non-governmental organizations that were really helping in this endeavor. And in that research, I had discovered a woman who shared a report, and that report revealed that, shared with me the report, and it revealed that children were being actually removed from war-torn areas and trafficked for other more nefarious reasons, some of which we are witnessing now with these files that have been disclosed. And I share that because I want you to see how far back that goes. And if I, as a college student, a mere nobody really, was able to gain access to that type of information, the government bodies have known about this for eons. So we see now how high up this disgusting nonsense goes. And I really wanted to lend some sort of different perspective here. And I've been getting a lot of calls, a lot of emails, texting from people that are triggered by this experience. And if you're not being triggered by it, there's something's really wrong with you, or you're in that class of people that's like, oh, I don't want to see the news. I'll just look over here. And as I mentioned before, yeah, if it's something that you've been directly impacted by, don't look at this, right? Or even if you were abused as a child with, yeah, stay in your protective experience. But for the others of us that haven't, I feel like it's almost like a moral obligation to see what's going on so that we can hold space for those that have been abused. And in holding space, I want you to bless those victims. I want you to send light to those victims. I want you to pray for those victims when you're seeing these kinds of very heavy headline news. Don't get caught up in other narratives, right? Just see the headline and say, wow, I can't believe this happened. Let me pause and hold space for those people so that their nervous system and my nervous system can regulate, right? So I wanted to just bring this perspective to you, and I hope that you gain wisdom. I hope to gain wisdom myself in what's revealed through the cards. All right, let's get started. Again, I am using the Mystic Tarot of Mystical Moments for this. And I'm going to be asking 3 questions. And from the 3 questions, we will extrapolate our prayer, right, for what's going on in the news cycle with regards to this, the victims affected by the release of all of these files. And the first question is going to be, what is the deeper pattern here with the Epstein file and what's being revealed to the collective? What's the deeper pattern here? The next question is, what is being revealed to us? What is truly being revealed to us? from these headline news. And the last question is, what is the collective, you and I, what are we being asked to do about this? What is it that we can do, or what is it, what is being asked of us to do? Let me slow down. What is the collective being asked to do? There you go. So let me just put this, maybe you can see it. I don't know. Oh, that's over here. Oh gosh, forget it. I was trying to put it in the screen here so you could see the card. There you go. So the first question that I posed was, what is the deeper pattern here with his whole Epstein file? I showed you my pattern from 20, back in when I was in college until now. We're talking about almost 40 years now, So what is this pattern? What's the deeper meaning of the pattern that's revealing itself to us? And we've got the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups as presented here, I don't know if you could see it. This is kind of weird because it's not mirroring my computer. But the Seven of Cups is one of these energies that is really about the choices, right? This is about us having choices in life. The deeper pattern here is the bad choices that we've made, or the choices that we've made that has not been sort of looking at the stars, or even having faith in, wow, you know what just came to me? That we've lost our moral compass, and we haven't been connected to the stars, and we've made bad choices. So this pattern here is about these bad choices that have been made, where we lose our compass, we lose our directional engagement. And this, of course, doesn't necessarily have to be you or me. It could be like the bigger pattern of what's going on here, of people losing their engagement. There's also this expression of losing our path, right? Because the stars are always going to be energies that show us the direction in which to go. And the Seven of Cups is about our emotions being in flux. So this pattern that's happening is actually a disconnection from the spiritual engagement of our emotions. It's a disconnection. The pattern is us disconnecting from our emotions and not following the path of morality, or the path of the, this is the sky, right? The heavens. We all contribute in some way to the collective experience. And the deeper pattern here is us not sort of engaging with our emotions and dealing with them. There's been a lot of bypassing that's been going on here. A lot of bypassing. People not wanting to see the truth. People not wanting to believe what they see, right? People not wanting to believe what they see. And the Seven of Cups is specifically about what moral choices we're making to make us feel that we are connected to Source. The next card was, what is being revealed? What is really being revealed with this file? And we have the Knight of Swords. So what's being revealed is the beginning of justice, the beginning of research, the Knight is a young energy. So what's being revealed to us with the dump of this Epstein file and the continuation of this theme worldwide that's being discussed and affecting so many people is that we are being assured that there is movement happening toward justice finally. That's really what's being revealed. It's not the names, it's not the people that did this, did that, or went to the island, didn't go to the island, had an agreement. It's not that. The bigger picture here of what's being revealed is that this is the beginning point of justice. Whenever we see the swords, it is, think about swords, it's about fighting, but it's also this thought process, this idea, this communication. She's on the feather, right? So there's communication that's moving, but it's a feather that writes, right? Like it feels like it's a pen that's going to be writing. We're probably going to get new law. We're probably going to get new laws from all of this, right? So this is definitely what's truly being revealed. However, I will caution, this is a young energy. So this is going to take time to mature. But at least we can hold on to that hope that this is the beginning point of justice through the Knight of Swords. And lastly, the question was, what is the collective being asked to do? What are we being asked to do? King of Swords. We are being asked to continue our investigation, to continue to see, not with this perspective of what they want us to see, but with this perspective of nature. I feel like it's not an eagle, right? But it's like, it's to see the beyond, to be able to see from the beyond. And the King of Swords is actually an energy that is a warrior energy. I mean, we can tell that already. But it's an energy that fights. But because of this particular engagement, we're being asked to fight in a different way, which means to see in a different way. This is really important up here, to see things in a different way. The King of Swords is an energy that is trying to reveal truths. So we have to see truth in a different perspective here so that we can help those that have been affected, right? Those that have been affected. So I think our prayer for this evening is, let's send out hope to those people directly affected by this so that they can have faith in the heavens, trusting and having faith that justice will be served, and that this is the beginning point of justice. There will be new laws written. She's actually holding a pen here. There will be new laws written. And for us to keep our eyes on the prize, if you will, to keep our eyes on the ball, to not lose sight of what really wants to be revealed, even though they're going to try to start this WAR, even though they're going to try to be this warrior energy. We are being directed not to lose sight of the ball, not to lose sight of changing laws and protecting people and children in particular, not to lose sight of the heavens and the hope that is there for us. And it's actually ready to engage with us, not to lose sight of that. We are being asked, everyone who's watching this is being asked to be a spiritual warrior. That's what the King of Swords is asking us to do. This is a spiritual engagement, a spiritual warrior, knowing that you are protected, but not to turn around, but to see things from this perspective of justice being done. And to see with your spiritual eyes. I don't know if you could see that. See with your spiritual eyes. There are people that are not going to be able to digest what's going on. It doesn't mean you turn away. To the contrary, if you can't see it, you say, you say to the energies out there, to the angels out there, I can't directly see what's going on, but I want you to see for me so that I can then relay the prayer, the light, use me as a conduit of the rainbow light frequencies so that these people that have been directly affected by this can get their justice that they deserve. And may it be speedy. There, even though this is a young energy, there is speed with this. You can even see it with her hair kind of flowing out. If she's just walking, her hair is not going to be like, like the wind. There's a speediness to this, but it is a young energy here. And I want you guys to see what's going on here too. This emotions, but then there's like methodical planning here. Then there's like, let's think about what's going on, right? Let's proceed with a sense of regulations. When you see the swords, none of these are major arcanas, but the swords do have to do with justice, regulations, and rules. And if anyone's interested, this rose here is actually called the Universal Love Rose Frequency, I believe. And I'll put a link to where you can get this. Is from my rose teacher, Sandra. And I'll put a link where you can get this. This is an activation as well. You've probably seen a lot of these actually in my readings, but this is an activation. And I'll be using this. This is about universal love and connectivity. To be able to have that power of the universal love frequencies touch and emanate everyone, including you who have decided to be witness. May we not lose hope and trust the process of universal law, karmic law, and mortal law, so that justice can be executed in a speedy way. And let us not lose sight of the prize, which is peace. Let us not lose sight of the ball, which is justice for all of the victims. Wouldn't that be wonderful? As I close this segment, I want you to know that the headline news that's being shown to us, it's only what's loud at the moment. But these tarot cards are showing us what's true with a capital T. Today's message isn't about fear. It isn't about certainty. It's about awareness. It's about choice. It's about how we meet this moment we're living in right now. If this reading helped you to see the news with more clarity, you're welcome to return each week to Headline News and the High Priestess. I'm going to endeavor to do this on a weekly basis. And if there's a headline you'd like me to explore through the cards, leave it in the comment section. Until next time, stay grounded, stay curious. Remember, today's message was stay connected to your emotions, but also don't let your emotions overwhelm you and take control of your mind. Trust your own inner knowing. The cards are always going to remind us that history moves in patterns, but consciousness moves by choice. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and move through the week and this weekend with a discernment, knowing that you are here to be a witness. And your choice is clarity over chaos. And that means the clarity of your own higher power. Thank you for joining me here at Headline News and the High Priestess. Choose wisdom over chaos. Choose clarity over chaos. And you'll hear from me next week. Let me know if you want me to cover something in particular. All right, until next time, bye.